Okay, we are live on Facebook. Somebody give me a thumbs up and make sure you guys can hear me, or drop it in the chat so we know we are good. Okay, so hello, everybody. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for jumping in for this training and taking your business seriously. So, a couple of quick announcements, you guys, that I want to make sure I hit for you guys is number one, every night for this month is the 30 and 30, and it is going to be amazing. You guys, if you have not been watching those calls, if you are not in the Level Up Facebook group before this call is off, text, DM, Facebook message, Kai or me, and we will get you in, or your upline, and get into those calls and watch them. They are absolutely amazing. So I am going to hang on, make sure I'm pinned here so we don't get spotlight. There we go. So I just want you guys to know that those calls are fabulous. In fact, I listened to 3 today because I have a personal goal of learning. Facebook group. Oops, hang on. Now I'm getting feedback. Text, DM, Facebook message. I'm not figured this out. How to get into those calls and watch them. See, I told you guys anybody can build this business, because here I am trying to do a live on YouTube and I got feedback happening. So 30 and 30, number one. Number two, LifeVantage just launched the coolest program I have ever seen. Have you guys drop a 1 in the comments right now if you've ever had a customer stop ordering? Okay? Hang on. I love living in small towns, but every now and then you get people with big, huge, loud trucks, and they like to roar up this hill next to us. It drives me crazy, and only when I'm in Zoom. So if you guys have in the Facebook, official Facebook LifeVantage group, Tara Wilson and I forgot the other girl's name. Anyway, I'll have to look it up, but they just did a training tonight. In your app, it has a list of everybody who has quit ordering. You click on them, you send them a text, and gives them a link for a one-time $10 off order off their Nerf 2 Pro Tandem, and it restarts their subscription. Tara Wilson sent out 4 yesterday to test it. Guess how many orders she got in today? Anybody guess? If you dropped a 4 in the chat, you're right. 4 texts, 4 people reordering again. Okay, so go out there, you guys, drop in the app, resend those texts, because this is a limited time offer. I think it's only a week. So make sure you go in there, and literally they walk you through it with screenshots and everything else. So make sure you're in the official LifeVantage page. If you need help with that app, it's super easy to do. Quick shout out for Mary Helene Todd. I don't believe she's on the call. I didn't see her image, but she just qualified with 23 points for the trip to Cabo. And I have not seen the, just so you guys know, the updated April points have not launched yet. Saturday is Success Mastery. May 22nd, if you are anywhere near Florida, get to Orlando. If you are on the West Coast in Salt Lake City and Phoenix, I will be in Phoenix. We are back to having our live in-person trainings. I am so excited, you guys, for LifeVantage Academy to see people again. And then, of course, July, we have our amazing Elite Academy coming up. And if you guys didn't, for whatever reason, if you did not register for Elite Academy and get your incredible new body bundle, I've got a huge glare on those. You can't see them. Maybe they're secret. You guys can't see them. But I just got it in, you guys. I am blown away. I thought they will never top True Science. Okay, I'm blown away. My boys, my kids, my 2 teenagers are fighting my husband and I for the deodorant, because it is amazing. I've been searching for a long time for natural deodorants and trying different ones. And I think, you guys, this is going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. Okay, I think that's all of the big announcements. There's a lot of stuff happening, you guys. I am so excited to be on LifeVantage right now. I am so, so excited about the 30 and 30 and our Pro 10 calls. And I'm so excited and honored for our guests today, you guys. This is a girl, I don't even remember the first time we met, but I remember talking to Jen and her husband, Aaron, at the airport in Florida. And we were just waiting there in line, and they just sat there and she started telling her story. And I was just absolutely blown away at her incredible story. And I want you guys, I'm going to turn the time over to Jen to share her story with you guys, because this is one of those stories that I'm like, this is what it's all about. This is why I do this business. So, Jen, are you there? There you go.
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
You are great. Go for it.
Okay. Super. Thank you so much. And I do remember when we were chatting, that was about 7 years ago? Yeah. The good old days when we could travel all over. And I really miss those days. But okay, so let me just tell you, before LifeVantage, my health was going downhill and our wealth was also going down. We had just gotten through the crash of 2008, 2009. We didn't do very well. We were living in St. George. My husband was building homes. My health was just going down quick. In my 20s, I was diagnosed with a autoimmune condition called RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis. And that was devastating to me because I was always a super athlete. I love to exercise. And so I remember going home from the doctors, just bawling my eyes out, saying, I can't believe this, could happen to me. And the doctor said, well, if you don't get on all of these pills, and he gave me handfuls of pills, and he said, if you don't get on all of this, you're going to be in a wheelchair by the time you're 40. So I'm 52 now, definitely not in a wheelchair. And our life has completely changed in two huge ways. So let's start about 7 years ago, and I won't take forever. Well, time is precious. So 7 years ago, it was actually Tyler Daniels, Master Pro. Is he 11 now? Master Pro 11. Tyler 10. Sorry, Daniels chatted with my husband at a football game. They were coaches together. And he said, hey, you have to take a look at this amazing opportunity. You don't want to miss this. We were super skeptical, but we had just lost it all, guys. We lost everything. The thing we didn't lose, though, was our family, our love for each other. We have 5 kids. They were all preteens at that time. Life was still amazing. And we were trying to figure out where we were going to live. And we had moved to Salt Lake City to start over with my husband's a new business with his business. And Tyler Daniels said, you need to take a look at this ABC primetime news report. And I said, okay. We were very open. And I thought, well, what do we have to lose? So we went home and I watched the ABC primetime report. And it was really funny because I'm really into health because I've always had to worry about it. And since my 20s, with your health going downhill fast, I obsessed about health. And I saw the ABC primetime report and I went, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. This was my first reaction. I said, they want us to take a pill. And they said it's going to help me with my autoimmune issues. And my husband said, well, I mean, he didn't really care. And he thought we might as well try it. And so, reluctantly, and after I laughed, we took 1 pill a day. And I didn't think it was going to do anything for me. And neither did my husband. So we never kept track about anything. And we just kind of took 1 pill a day. We only started with Protandim NRF2. It was about 3 months to 6 months because we weren't keeping track. We just thought this was like a joke kind of. And we were driving in our car and my husband first said, what's really weird is my anxiety is lessened. I'm feeling less anxious. And I said, wow, that's crazy. And the more I thought about it, I realized that I was feeling better. I was having more energy and I was doing more. And what I didn't understand then was that I must have had high oxidative stress. I started doing my research and I found out that oxidative stress is directly linked to my condition. And I was shocked. And my whole life started changing. Like I said, I had more energy. My joints felt better. I could do more. I started exercising more. I started hiking, biking, and then it was a few years later, I was able to try out Pro Tandem NRF1. And that was a game changer for me. My fatigue was going away. My husband felt happier, less anxiety. And we just were like thrilled that I wasn't worried about being in a wheelchair anymore. It was incredible. And Aaron was easier to, be married to, which is the truth. I mean, when you're stressed out all the time and you're tired, that's not any fun. And he was this new, like super, like happy, like stress-free guy. It was amazing. And then we started really taking a look at this business opportunity. We've always owned our own business. And so we decided if we were going to do this, that we were going to go all in. Like I said, we understand business. We've owned a carpet cleaning business. I did photography for 10 years. Let's see, I ran a preschool with 5 kids in my home. It's like, what did I not do to earn a side income? So we really understood that it's important to have multiple streams of income. But like I said, after the crash, we were more open to residual income, something that would help us so that we never had to go through what we did go through. It was hard on our family. And so we dove right in. Our why was huge, guys. And that right there to me is the number one most important thing in everybody's mind. I guess the mindset part of this is you got to know why you want to do this. I ask our team all the time, why are you doing LifeVantage? A lot of them say, well, to help out with finances. I'm like, okay, that's great. But is that going to drive you to do what it takes to change your entire life? See, after we lost it all, I knew that we weren't going to lose it all again. I mean, I said, I'm not going to be poor ever again. And I mean, I just told myself, we're never going to let this happen again. And so we went all in and we just went, okay, so we were in Salt Lake City. We didn't know anybody here. We didn't have family, nobody. So we just started talking to, everybody we met. And we were basically saying, let's see, what did we do? We did it all wrong. I was spamming people. I was saying, I didn't ask them what their needs, wants, and desires were. I just basically was saying to everybody, we are going all the way with this publicly traded biotech company. You do want to be at the beginning of our growing team, or do you want to miss out? And we just went all in, and it was about 3 years of staying consistent and doing the income producing behaviors, because we knew that we wouldn't get paid unless we did those behaviors. So Aaron was still working 10 to 14-hour days, and he'd come home super, super tired. And I would say, hey, it's time to go to a LifeVantage meeting. And he would be like, I'm not going to a LifeVantage meeting. And I'd be like, honey, look, this is for our future. It's really important. And he was just sitting on the couch dead. So it was a struggle. Plus we had 5 teenagers at that time. And our kids were telling us things like, oh my gosh, you guys are nerds. You're in one of those things. You're never going to make it. I'm seriously really said that. And some of their comments did hurt, because I want our kids to think highly of us, or I wanted. And they all thought what we were doing was stupid. And they would say things like, I can't believe you're going to one of those meetings again. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you, all of them, almost all of them have joined this company now. They totally respect us now. They are learning about how important residual income is. In fact, most of our kids have 9-to-5 jobs, and they're amazing jobs. I mean, I'm talking, they graduated from college and they're making really good money, but they tell me all the time, Mom, I'm super jealous. We want what you have. And I'm like, great, let's make it happen. And so they really respect us now. Not one of our kids is calling us weird or saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing one of those things. In fact, my younger kids and all of their friends are always saying, your mom and dad are so cool. They're always traveling and they get to go all these fun places. And, you know, my parents always work and they don't get to do all that. So my point is on that is in the beginning, there's naysayers and there's people that kind of will give you the eye roll, not, and if you stick with it and go all in and make it happen and show them that you can actually do this, you won't get the eye rolls anymore. You get the wow. Like our entire neighborhood and our church group here, it's a very wealthy neighborhood. And when we moved here, we bought a super old house. And my friend said, you'll never make it there. It's a rich community. You probably won't fit in. And this was 10 years ago. And now the people in the neighborhood are always saying, what do you guys do? You guys are always on the road, traveling, you're never home. Wish we did what you did. Wish we had the time to have fun like you guys do. So it's been a game changer, guys. It hasn't been easy though. So with that said, do you have any questions? Because I feel like I'm totally rambling on right now. Any questions?
I do. So what about events? Because I met you at an event and you were
oh yeah
here to Florida. So tell me how going to the events changed your business and changed her.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Even before LifeVantage, we tried another company and I was all excited. This is before we lost it all. I was excited about a different company that we tried, never made it happen, but we went to one of those events. And it's important for you to hear this because Aaron is very skeptical. He's not the guy that's like, oh yeah, let's do this. I'm so excited like me. So, you know, I was already pumped up and I'm like that at every event. I love them. I love the social part. I love the feeling you get and it motivates you. But Aaron's always like, I don't know why we have to go to these. He's not like that now, but he was. So I remember going to this other event, and this is important. And my husband was like this, like sitting back, like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. And I'm not kidding. They, you know, and like I said, this was another company, but this is important for you to hear. He started hearing about other people succeeding in something other than construction or a 9-to-5 job. And he went from like leaning back, going like, I'm so bored, to this was so cool. All of a sudden, my friend and I noticed that he was like this. He was like taking notes and he was like all in. He went from like, those things never work. You know, why are we here? This is stupid too. Literally, he was like taking more notes than I was. At that point, he saw a vision of what network marketing could do, and his belief went sky high. And at that point, we realized that we could do that too. And then going to the LifeVantage events, like we've never missed. I mean, I think we might have missed one, raising 5 teenagers, and it was hard, let me tell you. But going to the events was a game changer for Aaron, especially. He's not here right now because he's at softball, but normally he'd be sitting here with me. I wish he was, but we built this together. But the events have been a game changer for him. It's like, you know, how we have to charge our batteries up, you know, and it's been amazing for me too, as well. When we go to the events, we're pumped up, motivated. We go home, and I mean, we are fired up like crazy every single time. And we count events as like the calls tonight. Like we tell our team, these are events. You have to go to the event and you will get motivated every time. And it's funny because every Saturday morning, you know, we're on the calls. And recently my mom goes, and I love my mom, but she doesn't get it. Because I can't believe you would waste your Saturday on a 2-hour call. She goes, I can't believe you get your team to do that. And I'm like, Mom, the people that want this really bad, make it happen. And the people that are successful get on these. And she's like, well, I wouldn't ever. I just can't believe it. And I mean, it's like some people don't get it, but we don't miss. And you know what happens? Every time we get on those events or the calls, we are remotivated, even though we're already, you know, at the Pro 7 level. We have to be remotivated, and it's a game changer for us. So hopefully that helped.
Oh, that was just awesome. So we have about 10 minutes left.
Okay.
And I would like, I don't know, just a couple tips maybe, and then maybe do some questions But I want you to think about like your top 2 tips that you would give people in the business while they're struggling. And while you're thinking of that, I want to give a couple shout outs because I missed the text and we had a couple people rank advance in April and I forgot that I was on the first of them. I got one and then I didn't see Kai's text. So I apologize for that, you guys. But number 1, Hilda DeMalo, she hit Pro 4 within 29 days of enrollment, you guys. So she skipped Pacesetter 2 and Pacesetter 3 and qualified for the bonus pool. That is phenomenal, you guys. And if she continues that up, she's going to earn Cabo. Like literally hits Pro 4 again, that's Cabo. Rosalie Cruz Tact hit Pro 3 within 29 days of enrollment. Again, Pacesetter 2 and qualified for the bonus pool. MG Sapano, congrats on Pro 3 within 29 days of enrollment in April. Skip Pacesetter 2 and tripled the points for the bonus pool. And Jovita Litilit, is that, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Kai, jump in and
That's
correct.
right. That's right.
Okay.
Little lit.
I'm like, okay, congrats on Pro 2 within 29 days of enrollment.
Tongue twister.
I know. And let's see, Nisia Aquino Pro 1 and Gary Florindo Pro 1. You guys, that is phenomenal. That's what this business is all about, is people jumping and rank advancing. And look for people, you guys, look for people like Jen. Look for people that are hungry for this to start inviting. So Jen, back to you. What tips, or if anyone has a question they want to drop it in the chat real quick, we will see. But I also know that tonight we want we have, gosh, I just forgot who was on for tonight. But Master Pro 10 is doing the opportunity to call for 30 and 30. If you guys ever have to miss those, go back in and re-listen to them in the Facebook group. I have taken so many notes and I am just so pumped up about this and this new presentation. So
okay, I'll go really quick. I don't want to miss those. So I would say the number 1 tip that really helped us is to treat this like a legit business, like it's a franchise, like somebody gave you, or actually like you loan, or you paid $40 to $50 to $100,000 for this business. The reason I say that is because in our 20s, we owned a franchise. We spent $10,000 on that. That doesn't seem like a lot of money, but back then it was huge for us. Now, when things got hard and it was a carpet cleaning business, do you think we quit? No, we spent $10,000. Actually, we borrowed it. And we had to go all in. And so you know what we did? We made our own flyers. We got our own sales group. We had to get out and market. We had to talk to everybody. We had to make our own business cards. We had to make it happen because we spent the money. One thing I noticed in this business, it's such a low entry point that people don't see the results that they're hoping for, because a lot of times we don't set the proper expectations and they feel that they're not, making enough, and they quit, and because they've only spent, $600. So I want everybody to realize what they have in their hands. This is more exciting and more powerful and more amazing than any franchise we ever owned. We made big bucks with our franchise, but guess what? Erin had no time. This was before we lost it all. This was way back in California when Erin was still working 10-hour days, but he was making good money, but he was never home. Guys, Erin enjoys grandkids all the time now. And he even made the comment that, geez, would have been great if I would have had this time with our kids. And I'm like, I know, because now he's like almost a full-time, grandpa. So that's number 1 for us.
Jen, you got muted real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Right after you said that's number 1 is treat it like a business.
Treat it like a business. Treat it like, it's a 2 to 5 year commitment. You don't quit until you're done, and you're never going to be done. That's, until you get to your goal. And that's just what we did. So when you treat it like a real business, you have to have your, what do you call it? Daily method of operations. And I'm sure you go over that with your teams, but guess what, guys? When I had 5 teenagers at home, it wasn't easy, but I sat there at the table every day and I was like this. Oh my gosh, like who can I talk to? Like, how can I make this happen? Like, it wasn't easy. I was like stretching my rubber band to the max. Like, literally, I was like with my head down, praying lots of times, going, who needs this? How can I help? What can we do to get Aaron home? Like, it was not easy, but it was like, you have to do it every day. Now, guys, because we did that, and I, sat at the table every day and did those, daily method of operations. Now, we're playing a lot. Like we play a ton, and it's totally changed our life. We're still getting paid every month. We're having a blast. We do work. We worked a lot more in the beginning. So remember that too. The first 2 to 5 years, you're going to work a lot and you're not going to feel like you get paid as much, but then it reverses later. Like now we're making a ton of money considering how much work we put into it. So those are my 2 main tips for everybody here.
Those are absolutely fantastic. And that's exactly what we were looking for. I just can't tell you, Jen, how much I love your story, how inspiring you guys are of treating this like a business. I literally did another call, a training this morning, and that's what we were discussing, is treating this like a business and diving in and being consistent, you guys. It will change your life. And I apologize for my brain fog earlier, but tonight is Master Pro 10 Seth Mulder. And you guys, he has an incredible story of overcoming, almost losing everything, and overcoming again. And his big shift is mindset. I have admired him. He's been a mentor and a friend of mine, and learning some of his struggles of what he's gone through was just eye-opening to me, but really one of my favorite people. And so jump on, you guys, tonight. Text those people. Go on. I promise you, I think I need to double check that, but this is a limited time offer for to get your old customers reactivated on Nerf 2 and to save the $10. It's the same as a brand new customer referral link. The best offer ever. Text everybody and just offer it to them, you guys, because you never know who might have done it. I text one gal the other day and I said, hey, I saw your order didn't go through. I got a notice, and she goes, yeah, my credit card got frauded. And if she goes, thanks for letting me know. If you hadn't, I would have ran out. So people, we need to kind of babysit a few of our customers and love on them. So send out some love, and seriously, drop it in the chat if you guys get any customers reactivated on the WhatsApp chat. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Miss Kai Hayes and Mr. Greg Hayes, for helping us. And I think Dr. DeLucia was probably not available yet. We bumped our call up 30 minutes, you guys, so we could accommodate the 30 and 30. So go watch those, you guys. Take advantage of this. I promise if you get 3 a day to press play, it will change your life. So thank you, Jen. Your story is so inspiring. I love it. I love you. I can't wait to see you and give you a hug again. And let's go rock this.
I love you. Have a great night, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Love you, Jen. Bye, Vandee.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you.